welcome. I am Gimba Umar. Tonight, PDP raises alarm, accuses ruling party of plotting to rig governorship elections in Kogi State. Presidency spokesman Garba Shehu denies any plots to rig governorship elections in Kogi State. Confusion in a number of states as Governor Willie Obiano accuses his predecessor, Peter Obi, of leaving the state in huge debt worth over 100 billion naira. And French police begins manhunt for Abdesalam Saleh in connection with Friday's deadly attack in Paris. We begin tonight with the forthcoming elections, barely 1 week to the governorship elections in Kogi State. One of the top contesting political parties, the PDP, is raising an alarm over what it calls plots by the ruling All Progressives Congress and the Presidency to rig the elections in favor of the APC. In an 11-paragraph press release signed by the National Publicity Secretary, Olisa Metu, the PDP says it has incontrovertible records of secret meetings between the presidency and the INEC leadership, as well as some top security officers and the secretary to the government of the Federation on arrangements to take over Kogi State. According to the PDP, we alert all to be aware of this planned coup against democracy by the new sheriff, who, though being the biggest beneficiary of free and fair elections in the history of Nigeria, is now out to corrupt the electoral system. End of quote. The PDP called on the international community to note this development and to intervene by sending observers to monitor the exercise in Kogi State. And in a swift reaction, the presidency has denied holding any secret meetings on the Kogi State elections. President Muhammadu Buhari's assistant on public affairs, Garba Shehu, told Channels Television that the PDP is merely afraid of its shadows. He urged Nigerians to disregard the claim made by the PDP, explaining that the president remains committed to free and fair elections.
I think that it is consistent with one thing. Look, I think Nigerians know that PDP is determined to destroy all national institutions. They had done this for 16 years. And having now lost power to the APC government led by President Muhammadu Buhari has said clearly that national institutions had been destroyed by strong persons, and I'm going to rebuild them. So what is happening is that PDP had attacked the court system in the country. They have been attempting to destroy the EFCC and all anti-corruption agencies in the country. They have been attacking the police, and this INEC that is only 1 week old, they are also out to destroy. The president, as the leader of the country, has a responsibility to ensure that this country is governed very well. He has a duty to ensure that national institutions do their duty in line with the Constitution. He had called a meeting specifically to do one thing. He called to warn INEC and the police against the coming elections in Kogi and Bayelsa, that they must not do anything that is untoward. That he expected nothing short of a free, fair and credible election.
Garba Shehu, President Muhammadu Buhari's Special Assistant on Public Affairs. Well, it's just about a week away to the Kogi State governorship elections, and all political parties involved in the contest have intensified political campaigns across the state. For the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, its record in the past 4 years are strong enough points that will give the party another term. The PDP, over the weekend, took its campaign to Angpa local government area in Kogi State.
For the PDP, the huge crowd here is a testimony of the immense support the party has, not only in Angpa local government area, but the entire state.
Follow a man who is very reliable. Follow a man who is very God-fearing. Follow a man who is ready to develop this state. PDP! Kogi! 4+4! 4+4!
There's no dull moment as various artists and dance groups are on hand to entertain the crowd. For the governor, his main focus remains service to the people.
Well done, Georgia! When the federal government opened a window of opportunity for states to borrow money, Kogi State was one of the first states to apply for the bailout money. We applied for teachers, for local government employees, a total of 45 billion naira. For the state government employees, the civil servants, we applied for about 4.9 billion. Whether they like it or not, the president of Nigeria has approved 45 billion for teachers and local government employees for Kogi State. And as a patient man with the fear of God, I assure you, I will continue to pursue the bailout until it is paid. For our state government employees, we are already paying their September salary. They know that. Everybody, look at your phone. The alert will have come yesterday or today.
The governorship election in Kogi State is about a week away, and despite the strong contest provided by the APC, the PDP says it is confident that victory will come its way.
Well, the APC is also not relenting in the race to the top job as governor of the state. The All Progressives Congress candidate in Kogi State, Prince Abubakar Audu, has promised to revamp education and create more jobs for the state's teeming youths if elected on the 21st of November. Mr. Audu was addressing thousands of APC supporters in Okpo Olamaboro local government area, where he also promised to embark on human capital projects. He said reviewing education and job creation would be amongst his top priorities.
All Progressive Congress Party supporters in Olamaboro local government area of Kogi State turned out in their numbers early in the day at the ceremonial square ground to welcome the party's flag bearer. However, the candidate did not show up till about 7 p.m. and this did not dampen the resolve of his supporters as Mr. Abubakar Audu arrived at the venue in the company of his running mates, Mr. Abiodun Faleke, and other members of the party to cheers from the people. The APC governorship candidate and his running mate cut to the chase. He advises the people against selling their vote while promising to pay teachers' salary arrears.
Teachers, I sympathize with you. Some teachers, 2 years, no salaries. By the special grace of God, when we come into power and our government is inaugurated on the 27th of January 2016, all the teachers' salary will be cleared.
Will you allow PDP to continue again? Will you allow them to continue again?
The high point of the campaign rally is the defection of some PDP supporters to the All Progressives Congress Party. With the Kogi Governorship election less than a week away, both the APC and the ruling PDP have stepped up campaigns towards D-Day, when voters are expected to choose a new governor or retain the sitting one.
Well, a coalition of civil society organizations on electoral matters say that they are concerned about stories that the federal government intends to flood Kogi State with military personnel during the governorship elections. Addressing a news conference in Abuja, the executive director of the coalition, Mr. Mike Femi, appealed to President Muhammadu Buhari to guard against violence in Kogi State and indeed Bayelsa State and resist the temptation of deploying soldiers for election duties.
We have great confidence in the president that he will not be an accessory to the deployment of forces or allow the uses of the institution of state to subvert the electoral processes and the will of the people. we urge President Muhammadu Buhari to see the Kogi election as a litmus test of his electoral integrity. It's imperative that the president quickly makes a categorical pronouncement on the coming election in both Kogi and Bayelsa, urging all the political actors to eschew violence. He should also assure the nation, in line with the decisions of the court, that soldiers or DSS, that is Nigerian Security Service, will not be used for the elections.
And in part two, after the break, IPAC sacks the secretary and his deputy for alleged violation of council's code of conduct. Stay with us.